Hello, hello. So we are starting our HTML course from this video, and I think one video is enough to get you guys started with HTML. So I will tell you what I'm gonna do is I will just create a new folder. Let's name this HTML course. Okay. Now one thing, if you haven't installed VS Code, then I would recommend you to go to Google, search VS Code download the VS Code and install it. But before you install it, watch a latest video about how to install properly VS Code on Windows or whatever operating system you are using. So here I created this HTML course folder. Let's go into this. So opening a folder in VS Code have there is two major ways of how people open it. First is you right click and you select open with code and it will open that folder in VS Code. You see HTML course. And second thing is you can open the folder, you can go here and write cmd and that folder will be open in your command prompt. So this command prompt is what you will be using a lot while development. And if you already know about Linux, I think you already know what is a terminal. But this is a terminal basically. Here, if you write code dot, then it will open VS Code. What is a command prompt? Command prompt uh, is a command line interface where you can run different applications. Let's, for example, we open the VS Code using code dot. So you can run different applications. For example, if I write IP config, and you see here is my IP address and everything. So we can do pretty much more things than what we can do using graphical interface, what we use in Windows like this by clicking things. But here you can simply open apps using command prompt. For example, we open VS Code. So what is the VS Code? If you already know, that's fine, but I will give an overview of the VS Code. So in future, whenever you will see a software, especially for desktops, mostly there will be these sections everywhere. File, edit, selection, different sections over here on the top left. Well, and here is a toolbar, different tools, but we will be for now exploring the files from here. If you get stuck, if you mistakenly click anything, then you can always YouTube it that how can I reset my VS Code or something, or ask AI, watch a video. If you still don't understand, ask someone in a Facebook group or something. We will explore some really good groups and we will see how to solve the problems which people are facing. I won't teach you how to solve each problem, but I will give you an idea how to solve the problems which others are struggling to solve. And that's what will make you great. So here, you see here, we can make new file, new folders, and there is couple of more things. But for now, let's make a new file. We can call it index.html or ht or course.html. HTML. But index.html is better. Why? Because index.html by convention is the entry point of your application. What is the entry point? For example, here if I open let's say google.com, so this page basically is Google's index.html. Now you know, right? So on the index.html we can have HTML tag. What is HTML tag? So this HTML tag basically is a way of telling that this file contains the HTML, and in this between these tags you write whole of your page content markup. And what is markup and everything I will explain you shortly. So I asked ChatGPT to prepare a small course, so you can read it here. What is HTML? You will get an idea. Now it's talking about some tags and all. Okay, I will explain you each one by one. So basically this HTML tag should are mandatory, and you have to write it to wrap. What is wrap? To cover all the HTML content which you're gonna write, and it tells the file that yes, here the file starts and here the file ends. So to write HTML we have to use this arrow key, right? Not arrow, greater than and smaller than symbols like this. So this is for the start and this is for the end. How? Start doesn't include this slash, but end does. Any tag which is ending will have slash before the tag name, right? So you get an idea, right? And what did I just did? I commented this code. So the file and the process will ignore this. This is for my own information, right? So we already know the HTML is a wrapper. Now there will be two tags, head and body. Like I said in the last video, head tag includes the information about the application, the web application. Okay, and I commented it. How did I commented it? You can simply do greater than this exclamation, then two tag like two dash like this, and then you can write hello or whatever you want to write, right? So this basically comment is for the developer information, and if you mistakenly open the comment, your whole code will be commented. So you make sure your code is not commented, right? And if it does, copy the whole code, go to ChatGPT and ask what's wrong about my code, and it will help you. Or ask somewhere in the group. This is for the absolute beginners. But yeah, you got an idea. And the body, what does body tag will include? So body tag will include all the markup and content of your web page. What is markup? Markup is all what we are writing right now. It's HTML. And what is content? Content is like, let me give you an example. I will write h1 tag, which is markup, and here I will say hello world, right? So this is the content, and this h1 is a markup. and here we are opening the h1, and here we are closing the h1. So for the safe side, whenever you close a tag, write a comment h1 ends, and whenever you start the a tag, write a comment h1 starts. And how you can comment? You can comment using control slash, and you have to save the file, because if you don't save the file and if you mistakenly close the editor, your file state will not be the same when you closed. So why I said that put the start comment and put the end comment for every tag? Because start, I will explain you why. Just a minute. Because let me show you an example. Hello, let's say hi, and let's say hello. So here, let's say if you have more than two tag, thousands of tag, then while you are searching in the tags, you will get confused. But here you already know, here the h1 is starting and here the h1 is ending. So if you want to change something in the h1, you will simply come here and make it hello world. So that's the reason we use comment to help developers get back to the code when they get back to the code, to understand the code faster, better, and keep the code clean, right? And now, what is this h1 and p tag? So these tags are basically tags provided by the HTML. This is the heading tag, this is the paragraph tag, and I will show you a live example that what is a heading tag and what is a paragraph tag. But before that, I will tell you how to run this file. So go to extensions, search. You can go to extensions from this toolbar, search live share, and open, install it. Once you install it, you can right click anywhere on your file. Here, I will show you, and click on open with live server. So your page, what we just wrote here, will be open in a live server. So this, I will show you how. This is h1 tag, right? And this is p tag. You do you notice the difference between h1 tag and p tag? Yes, right? It's visible. So basically h1 is heading and p tag is paragraph tag. Now, why we use h1? Why didn't we use just h tag? Right? So there is no h tag provided by the HTML, but there is h1, h2. Notice, let's say h1. This is the h1 tag. Now let me just copy this and let me just paste here three times. And now let's change this to h2 tag, and we make it h2, and here 3 tag, h3 tag, and we make it h3, right? And here is the h4 tag, right? So there is h1 tag, there is h2, h3, and h4, and p tag, right? Now let's see. Yes, so the h1 is the largest one, H2 is little bit smaller than the H1. H3 is little bit smaller than the H2 and H1. H4 is the smallest heading, but it's still different than the paragraph, right? Because it's heading and this is normal paragraph. So yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference I wanted to tell you. Now, let's go to the best website from where not just one, not just two, not just me, or not just not every not I mean each and every programmer once in their lifetime visited this website, and I highly recommend this website. In some groups, people will tell you that they don't recommend W3 schools, but I highly recommend this because each and everyone have learned from here. Now, let's go to HTML. There are different courses you see here. You can follow those, but for now, we are just concerned about HTML, right? So I already gave you introduction. I already gave you the editor, how to open the VS Code and everything. I already showed you the basic code. Now let's see what are the HTML elements. Oh, there are many, right? Look at this. Look at this. There are a lot of elements. So what HTML elements are mostly used? So let's go to ChatGPT and ask what HTML tags are mostly used while building full stack web applications. Okay, head body title, we already discussed this. You know, HTML is the wrapper of your application. Inside the HTML opening and closing tag, you write whole of your application. There is head tag which opens and close, and below the head tag there will be body tag, and head tag will contain metadata. Metadata is just information about the application, and body tag will contain the visual content on the web page. And there is the title tag which comes in the head tag. We don't need it right now. Let's see. For the tags, we already discussed H1, H2, H3, H5, H6, P tag, span tag. What is span tag? Now you need to ask ChatGPT. What is a span tag? Right? What is a div tag? We will get back to it because div is very important to us. What is a tag? A tag is also very important to us. And now there are bunch of other tags you see here. So many, so many. Now I don't want you guys to look at all those tags right now and learn about those because this is 2024 and you are at my channel. So this was just an introduction. We don't need to do this. Forget about this. What you will do is you make this file, inside this folder, go to ChatGPT. Ask, make a very good index.html, use Tailwind's CDN and style it amazing. Just a simple web page for a saloon web app. Use pre-available images on internet if needed and emojis, but make it super cool, sleek, and beautiful, right? Just like V0 does. Now let's see what ChatGPT gives us. Here is the index.html template for the sleek, stylish saloon web app. So basically it will give us the HTML code, and now what we can do is we are getting so much of code. Oh, where is this all coming from? So now I will show you This is kind of a reverse engineering. You don't need to follow along the courses for hours and hours and hours. Yeah, we got the code, we just copy it, we paste it here. Now, like I said, I will put the link of this file in the description. You can download this file, open it in your VS Code, and now let's go from the first thing. What is this doc type? Copy this, ask ChatGPT. What is this doc type? Because we don't know, yeah? I didn't explain it to you. But yes, now we know. Doc type. It's a declaration. We have to declare that this file is HTML file. We are just declaring, right? And now you already know the HTML part, right? But you don't know what is this lang. Then you just have to go to the AI, ask, what is this lang? I never saw it. Be real. Write whatever is in your brain. Don't make it up. And because AI is very smart right now, and it will explain you how it works and how it goes. So yeah, now you know the lang attribute, right? So the lang attribute is for why. Okay, it gave you all the attributes like what it is and how it's used and why it is used and everything. So now you just got to read, so you already know what's going on. Now for each tag, I want you guys to do it yourself. Ask AI. And whatever you don't understand, ask it to explain it to you again. And if you still don't understand, go to YouTube and just search about that tag or ask ChatGPT that I don't understand what you are explaining. Will you suggest me a YouTube video about this topic so I can see that and I can understand? So that's how in one day, if you watch 5 to 10 videos, if you ask ChatGPT 100 plus questions, your HTML will be ready. And that's all. That's all was for our HTML course. Uh, I don't need to spend so much of time or utilize your time to make you understand the very simple thing because you already know. Once you will ask ChatGPT what is the div and what is this class and what is absolute insect in this line, then it will explain you each one by one. And the more you read, the more you struggle, the more you will be master at it again. Because in the courses, you just keep on watching and watching and watching. If I explain you this title tag, link tag, style tag, HTML body, etc., 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 but what will happen? Tomorrow morning, I am 100% sure you will forget it. So, yeah. So this is what we built right now. And in just 10 minutes, right? Not even 10 minutes. We just did the copy and paste and the prompt. So now you get an idea what we can do, how much potential this have. And yeah, I just want you guys to struggle with this file. And I will put this file's link in the video description by uploading it to my drive. And you can download it from there and play around with this file. You can just see what is this link. What is this link? Oh, it's 404. There is nothing on that link. That's the reason we are not able to see the image here, right? Uh, what is this tailwind? What is this href? What is this link tag? Because once you will search it yourself and read it yourself, trust me, you will never need to ask that same question again to ChatGPT or anyone else. But for now, if I keep running my mouth and if I keep on explaining you each and every tag of HTML, I am sure tomorrow morning you will be blank, I will be blank, and there will be no output but just the ads which you will be watching and the revenue which I will be getting. So the revenue from this is not my goal because the field itself is making good for me. This is to manufacture as many programmers, as many good developers, as much as many as I can. So yes, HTML is done. Once you are done with this file, yes, do not skip a single line of code. Ask about each until and unless you understand what exactly that tag means, right? And if you still don't understand, let's say for example, what is a section tag? So what you will do is copy it. You will go to yeah, let me just open it. YT uh, section tag in HTML. Now here's the video. You can just simply click on that video, watch the video. If you don't understand, go to another video. If you still don't understand, go to another. Go on the Facebook groups, Telegram groups, Stack Overflow, or there are, forums are forums. Everywhere there are good people and bad people. Some might make fun of you, some might help you, some might ignore you, but keep the spirit on. And this is very simple. You will be master of HTML in 1 2 3 days, I'm sure. And then the next video of ours will be on the CSS. And on the CSS, I will make 3 to 4 videos, short videos about what to learn. I won't be teaching what exactly you need. I will make videos about what to learn. So what happens is you get a direction and then you can click and select the content depending upon what exactly suits you the best. For example, a British guy won't like my videos because let's say my accent is very slow and it's not favorable or the way they are used to it. But yes, the Indian guys will love it because they are already used to this kind of accent and English language. So I will give an idea so it can help both the Brit and the Indian guy, and that's my purpose. That's my objective. Thank you. Meet you in the CSS lecture tomorrow. Yeah.